Welcome back to the final episode of HorrorVision, the return of horror. And we're finally down to the last episode. We've looked at the monsters from the past to the monsters of the present, and also some from the slasher area to the 80s. But I saved the best for last. Now, what could top the type of horror that I've talked about already? We've already looked at Sister Abigail. We've already looked at a creepy monster in a picnic basket. We already looked at a man that could turn himself invisible. And we looked at an animal gorilla and a big giant lizard that breathes fire and is indestructible. How can this top all of it? Do you really want to know why? I'll tell you why. It's a movie I've watched since I was little, and I still will recommend it, a family fucking film. And that's The Monster Squad. Hell fucking yes, The Monster Squad. Released on August 14th, 1987, 5 youngsters find themselves up against the combined might of all the monsters: Dracula, the Mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and Frankenstein's monster, and the Wolfman, all together arriving in search of a magic amulet that balances between good and evil. My God, I love this movie. Remember when I said Terminator is fucking amazing? This is the first movie I actually thought, yeah, it's amazing. But somehow, many people don't think so, as it is split for many people. But in my opinion, it is, without a doubt, as well as The Goonies, a family-friendly film. None of that, Wreck-It Ralph or like Frozen or Toy Story, even though they're good movies. No, this was an original one. People say that it's in the mix. It is and it isn't. I say it is. And the fact that they combined every monster combined is the best part of the entire movie combined. Not only do you have the 5 classic monsters, but they have a fresh makeover and they have some kick-ass scenes. I can't really think how good this movie is. It's fantastically good. It's great. The lighting is good. The music is badass. And I will always intend to watch it every time on October. And most of the time it is a horror fantasy, and let's just think about it, it's PG-13. This is PG-13. Whatever happened to the original PG-13, I will never know. But it's so great to actually look at these monsters with their fresh makeover and the fresh looks that they made. Do I even have any downfalls? They're just mixed. They're mixed and they're basically, they don't make any sense. But I still enjoy this movie because it's kick-ass fun. They're all badass, and they die in many different ways, or they're stopped in many different ways as well, which is very nice to actually look at. I'm surprised that all these cops can't seem to kill or even destroy any of the monsters. They just stall them. That is just so funny. And that's kind of like what it is. It's both funny, but it's also heartwarming, but it's also scary as well. I saved this as the best for last for a very fucking good reason. And that's because it kicks ass and it takes no prisoners. The Monster Squad is hands down a classic. Does it need a sequel? Only time will tell. And I will always guarantee that time will tell, because not many sequels I would expect them to be good, even by today's standards. We have sequels that are not good, and then we get to remakes, and the less I say about remakes, the better. Monster Squad itself is a Monster Mash's dream, and it always will be. Now, there were deleted scenes, but I would guarantee that you should find them just for the surprises, because I'm not going to spoil them for you. But the fact is that this is a famously classic film. It's a cult classic nowadays, but back then it never got the same reputation as I would give it myself. Let's just face it, when Frankenstein left the movie, the actual Frankenstein monster just teleported away. I was crying when I was a child. No fucking joke. I was in tears. I was literally in tears. I was like, why did he have to go? And the reason, he was a monster. Like, you can't have monsters roaming around in a human world anymore, especially the present day of 1987. Come on, what is Frankenstein gonna do? Dance around in those lead weight boots? But I digress, because it looks great. The effects are even better. They are so good. Even the Wolfman transformation scenes are pretty good. I do love the actual transformation scenes. I even love the fact that Dracula talks to both Frankenstein and a Wolfman in a kind of like secure type stuff. Frankenstein's in a cell, and the Wolfman is just tied to a chair. I kind of like that idea, and it's really, really well executed. Even the fact that I can't even tell about this Dracula. I can't explain what makes him tick. But he has got to be the most both bizarre, but also gentleman style Dracula I've ever seen. It actually looks a very nice Dracula. I do love that costume. But hands down, Monster Squad is a great, great movie that everybody should enjoy on Halloween, on October. Anything to do with horror, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Monster Squad. I'm done. Yes, HorrorVision is done for another year. Man, 31 days already came and went. Well, I hope you all enjoy this whole thing. It's great. Now I'm getting back to basics. Every Wednesday, we're going back to the regular videos that I promise all of you. And I always want to go to, like, the worst gimmicks in WWE, but I also want to go through something that I have to criticize so deeply, and it's this. What the fuck happened to this storyline? How's it going, guys? It's just Dominic here, minus all this stuff that I have on me right now for Dom's vlogs. I normally wear this outside now, so thanks, JP. Yeah, HorrorVision is over. 31 days of Halloween, monsters, vampires, mummies, werewolves, Frankensteins, and even though we didn't get to trick-or-treat, and like I said again, for most of you parents out there as well as the kids, stay safe for this COVID-19. We're going to make it, and I promise you that. But yeah, I'm done. I can take these lights down. I can take this this poster down. I'm going to take that Undertaker poster down. I'm taking everything Halloween down. And I'm going to save this for another year. I love these Jack-O-Lights. They're one of my favorite lights. Now that they're my favorite lights, and this picture was just given to me by my little brother, and the Undertaker poster, that was on a magazine back in 2013. And that was WrestleMania 29. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed HorrorVision. I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it so much being Dom's vlogs, just succumbing to all these monster flicks, and mostly horror flicks. And I'm sorry for the Sister Abigail not being the first episode because of the copyright issues and, YouTube being a bitch. But I can understand WWE's pain with me, But hey, I'm here to help them. I'm the fan. So right now, we're going back to basics for Wednesdays, and I hope to see you on Wednesdays. And I hope to see you also on the Christmas stuff, because we're going to be talking about some Christmas episodes, and this is going to be back into a Wonderland room once again, like I showed you on Facebook. Oh man, I am going to enjoy it. But I also am going to have a story time with somebody that I love so deeply, and I think everybody in the family should do it. That everybody in the family knows. Not should do it, knows. And I'm going to start that. I don't know if it's a live stream. I don't know if it's going to be a full thing on the camera, but we'll hope we'll see it. But yeah, that's it. that is it. HorrorVision is finished. The witching hour is done. You can all relax. You can all breathe. Midnight is done. Happy Halloween. And I hope you all enjoy. If you got your candies, good. If you didn't, I hope you had a nice scary time. Watched a good classic Halloween movie, or at least for the little kiddies, I hope they enjoyed some Halloween classics of their very own. And I hope to see you all November and December. I'll see you there. Bye.